Shooby doo 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 ah. It doesn't matter what comes with Mentos fashion full of life. How did they get away with using that effervescent jingle, that slice of 38-second pop sunshine for a product that consists of exclusively corn syrup and xanthan gum? Doesn't make any sense. And 1% juice. True. So true. I got nothing against Mentos. I like them. I don't eat them because there's literally not like a single molecule in a Mentos that provides you with any benefit as a human being. Are the analytics getting better on Midnight Suns? No, they are not. Thank you for asking, though. But I've chosen to reframe. This is my 2023 resolution. I'm reframing Midnight Suns and the overall broader concept of a game drought. It's no longer a game drought. You know what it is? It's an opportunity to have a great excuse to play some stuff that I wouldn't normally have the time to play. Because when there's too many good games, you're like, oh, it sucks that there's too many good games. I can't play them all. Now that there's like not that many good games, instead you're like, look at all the time I get to invest in the Marvel Midnight Suns. So true. Never, was it Rahm Emanuel who bastardized the Niccolo Machiavelli quote? Never let a crisis go to waste. When is Peloton releasing a 30-minute snow ride? Probably when Snow, he needs like 3 more famous songs to get to that level. Because everybody knows Informer, okay? Well, yeah, at least everybody my age. And then Canadians roughly my age may know the Plum song. Follow me through. Some that papa said I would get wake up this morning, thinking the days gone by. I'm a city man, but my heart keeps yearning for secluded countryside. I don't remember the rest of the song. I could not tell you a third Snow song, which is kind of scary because I was pretty into the Plum song. Let me see. Snow, musician. Oh. He's a Canadian reggae musician. His 1992 single, Informer, spent 7 weeks at number 1. Dude, honestly, people can dunk on Snow a little bit or a lot, but Informer's like... people will really be like, I hate Informer, and then like go to a wedding and dance to like Can't Touch This or Ice Ice Baby or whatever. They're all they're cut from the same cloth. You can't insult Informer and be like a huge fan of MC Hammer or Sir Mix-a-Lot. No disrespect. I gotta see his other... Okay, there's 1993, 12 Inches of Snow. Great name for an album. Mind on the Moon was the Snow album where he kind of rebranded himself a little bit. Ah, dude. Okay, so there's the Plum song, but I forgot about we got somebody got that bone, but they got that somebody got that dome, but everybody wants to be like you. I forgot about this. So we're now, I would say, let me see. The Plum song is 346. Everybody Wants to Be Like You is 320. So that takes you to roughly 7 minutes. So you could just play Informer, probably like 7 times, and then you could get to a 30-minute snow ride right there. Peloton ride was good today. 546 kilojoules, 45-minute Samyo 80s ride. Good one. Had a great time. And yeah, the Canucks game last night. We lost 6-2, but we actually beat the system. We left early, so we arrived like 30 minutes before the start of the game, like before the anthems even dropped, which allowed us time to just enjoy the warm-ups and the pregame show. We ate our dinner in our seats, watched the first period where for the first time this season I watched the Canucks have a lead. They were up 1-0 at the end of the first period. Second period, they were down 3-2, and we said, you know what? we'll just go home. You know, we got the baby. Let's not screw up the baby's routine just to get a 20 minutes of extra hockey. And not to mention you have to sit through the 15-minute intermission. So we went home, get home, put the baby to bed, check the score. We lost 6-2. You know, I'm not thrilled we lost, but at the same time, can you imagine the dopamine I felt selling early on that Canucks game and then going home to find out I missed 3 goals against and us getting blown out and probably the team being booed off the ice? For the first 2 periods, it was like a pretty good game. It wasn't perfect, but it was solid. Leaving at the end of the second period, I was like, you know what? We got a chance. Then I checked the score at the end, and it was like, holy cow. Thank God I bailed on that one. I can't imagine what I would have been like if I had to put the baby to sleep like 60 minutes later, just watching us getting blown out. Only hockey game I went to was 9-2, and Ovi scored a hat trick. Well, I hope you were a Capitals fan. I saw that he was on the Capitals, beat the Habs 9-2, and then also took a selfie with all the Habs players' moms afterwards. It's such a hilarious sports moment. I saw a Canucks victory once, centuries ago. It's actually like an insult when I went to the Canucks game. So as of last night, the 3 Canucks games I've seen this season, they lost 5-2, 3-0, and 6-2. You think I feel good about... It's not an investment. Like, it's not like if they win, you get your money back or anything like that. But you know how good I feel about that purchase of quarter-season tickets right now? Not too good. Regardless, they insult us. In the pregame show, they were like, the Canucks are looking to make it 3 straight wins at home. They did not make it 3 straight wins at home. Also, that's not even, like, that good. Like, that means you won 2 games at home in a row. It's the smallest possible winning streak that is, like, not just 1 game. Anyway, hold on. I forgot to tweet that I'm live. Although it's possible that tweeting that I'm live and saying that it's Midnight Suns could lead to less viewers. People will be like, Midnight Suns, I'm followed forever. He really peaked with that hole-in-one yesterday. Anyway, I'm live. I could be playing anything. Which is true. Until you click it. It's called the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. You can only know what I'm playing or that I'm live, not what I'm playing when I'm live.
Think of the sanctum as our world's supernatural ozone layer. When it breaks down or explodes,
holes open up. Only in this case, instead of a nasty sunburn, you get demons.
No, Australia too?
Demons.
and his children.
Oh, Lilith, Dan's game. Lilith Japan, Bad Chest.
Oh, what album is that from?
The prophecy. The dark god Cthon readies his return.
Well, does the dark god Cthon own a dude ranch in the southwest? Because there's a whole lot of something going on out there.
Should, probably tell them.
About?
The carnival. Johnny Blaze and the Quentin Carnival.
No way.
Who exactly is Johnny Blaze?
Sort of a jerk. Legend. Famous stunt rider, fellow spirit of vengeance,
And keeper of the Parchment of Power.
Come on, the Parchment of Power? It's his driver's license.
Needs to complete the prophecy and free Cthon.
You ever wonder why people from New York are so enamored with their city? New York City, and it's not even New York City, it's basically just Manhattan, gets its own tab in the mirror table, and then the entire American Southwest. And it's not even like the American Southwest is literally just Monument Valley here. It's not like Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona. Like it's literally just like the desert. Now that being said, this island has 373 times the population of this. But anyway, regardless, let's go to the changing face of evil.
Get inside.
What is this? COD zombies?
Go straight to hell. Oh, if you scared.
They know what they're doing with the music. They're getting so close to the actual Avengers theme.
Surrender the page, please.
Nice meat suit, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
They dug up Junior, too.
Is that me? Am I Junior?
Struck a nerve, huh? Then you're gonna love this.
Is this the Kill Bill soundtrack?
Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze.
The legendary Johnny Blaze.
This is your fault.
I saw a jacket like that once, centuries ago.
Mama.
Long story.
Mommy? We want Captain America to gain 1 counter. If he gains 1 counter, we're going to the moon. So in order to do that, we probably, in my estimation, would like to maybe, I'm going to say redraw this Berserker. Heal is not what we want right now, but we may want it at some point. I'm going to dump 1 Tactician. That's Berserk. That's the same card we just got rid of. That's the same card we just got rid of. You can Joel if you want. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. What is the Hunter's superpower? I look at it like he's a fish out of water. Like, you know, in the sequel to like Sword and Sandal fantasy epics, where they have like in the first movie the guy was like in his realm, and he was like a big warrior in his realm or whatever. And then in the second movie they're like, we don't know what to do for the sequel to keep like the story going. So they have him like go through a wormhole or something, and it's like, ah, gong. And then he looks up and he's in present day Los Angeles, and like the whole story is like a fish out of water type thing. And then like you're like, whoa, at first, like the first act is kind of like a comedy. He's like, I require wenches, and they're like, we don't say that anymore. But then the bad guy, like a bad wizard from the first movie, is like, what happened to Krong? And they're like, my liege, he went through this port. And then the wizard goes through as well, and then the wizard is like he's like, look at this so-called Los Angeles, another realm for me to conquer. And then anyway, you get the idea. And the whole thing, maybe like at the climax happens at like that Los Angeles like planetarium, sort of like the you know, the big telescope that shows up in all the movies and media. I would say that's his superpower.
You're being reinforced.
Did you read any of that? No, I did not. Can somebody tell me what it said? She's enraged. I saw that. I would be enraged too if I kept getting my ass beat.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Non-lethally cut off her head.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours. I'm gonna enjoy this. Not as much as me. Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you. And you get smaller.
Like, you think, why are they even fighting each other? Don't they know they're both invincible?
For me, you idiots. After them.
Like, have you seen X-Men Origins Wolverine? Like, in World War I, both of them get shot in the chest by, like, a cannonball. And they just keep running. Like, you can't kill them. Why are we wasting our time? Defeat Fallen Sabretooth to complete the mission.
Looks like Mommy gave her another chance. Too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
At least he rezzed.
You're full of jokes now. But let's see how funny it is when I spill your guts.
Holy cow. Just chill out, dude.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again.
I already killed you once, scumbag. Lifesteal actually might hit the spot right here, and if we could, holy cow, just
Now
relax.
something real special.
If he could just get the chain 4, that would be great. I love how he said, "I never forget a face" while just lying on the ground. It's so good. Is Venom the only villain in the game? What the hell? This is Sabretooth! This isn't Venom? He called Venom Sabretooth. I can't. How do I block emotes? What, you don't like Joel? Well, you don't like my bags?
Blessing. The sky is the limit.
It's alright, it's just a fish. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
It's about to get bigger.
Unless here's the thing. You have to look at it from the streamer's perspective to truly understand me, okay?
Should have seen their faces. Family night at the carnival.
I'm just gonna wait until
Taste their fear
this guy finishes talking.
before they bought it.
From the streamer's perspective, there's essentially like a spectrum. It's an axis is what the better way to describe it. And the axis is from complete meme chat where you can't follow anything to essayists have full reign. And I never want to give the essayists full reign except when I need help in a game. So I recognize that right now we're a little bit too tilted to the Zane. But I think it's okay. I think it's alright. Hold on, I'm going to start with the Berserker because Wolverine needs help. When we play other stuff, chat will be more happy. Because it'll be more open. Because Midnight Suns just, you know, it does not give the people what they want. Let's put it that way. It gives me what I want, which is completing the game because I said I was going to complete it. But if Midnight Suns was good, it would be called Midnight Funds. Okay, but here's the thing. Midnight Suns is good. It might not be good to watch, but that's a different thing. That's a different story. It's a really good game.
That's the stuff.
I mean, it's no Genshin Impact, but let's get rid of Whip because I will never discard. Will I get banned if I say Tarkov is better than Midnight Suns? I don't know, will you get banned for lying? Oh, it's not a lie. Then why aren't you watching one of the trillion streamers playing Tarkov right now during the wipe? The wipe was like 2 days ago. So yeah, like maybe. Probably not. I mean, there's a lot of lying that goes on here, but still. I love when they get hit in the side and they just crumble. Really reminds you, the heroes are just like us.
This is still happening.
Hold on, can I? How do I drop this thing on you? I can't believe he said this is still happening. I could be playing anything. Yeah, sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we got one. Hold on, let's see what this one says. Hey NL, do you regret ever starting this in the first place? No, not really. I'm honestly having a good time.
Carnival was a tragedy.
I wish it wasn't so damn long, though. By the way, people, I get you have to have a short memory, but people have a very short memory. From the time this game was announced, I got asked like once a week if I was going to play it, because I played XCOM 2, multiple times.
We did what we had to do. That's secret.
So I thought there was a little bit of demand for it. Then I started playing it, and people are like, why would you play this? Are you sponsored? This looks like a mobile game. It doesn't look like a mobile game.
We're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres. We need to come clean with each other. Now.
It does? It doesn't. What do you... Yeah, maybe if you got a Steam Deck. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to join a hangout. Ooh, they got some hearts over their head. I didn't know...
Sure.
Hang out with Captain Marvel, hang out with Steve Rogers. Honestly, I could see us using Steve Rogers more. So let's join a hangout with him. I think Steve Rogers would love to lounge around the pool.
It just struck me. Your first time in New York City was the day of your resurrection.
Why is he so fat?
Not my first time.
You think if you were like Captain America, you would like try to work out and be in like good shape or something?
Bigger and louder.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I know the feeling.
True. Like, dude, do you even lift? Look at this. Okay, back in my day.
Tell me about it. Back then, you had to carry guilders and shillings into the city.
To New York?
Shillings to New York, guilders to New Amsterdam. English or
People
Dutch
just like
rule,
it better that
you
way?
could never be certain.
Really? I thought...
The only clue you had was the footwear of the locals. What would it be? Buckled shoes or wooden clogs?
Okay. You are definitely making this up.
You do not seem to mind.
I can appreciate a good tall tale. Go on, tell me more.
Do you want a fresh and fruity snack box? I think maybe growing up with trauma. Sure. How about you take that gift?
Thanks, Hunter. You just made my day.
He disliked the activity, but he did like the conversation and he loved the rare gift. Okay. Hey, thanks for the gift about growing up with trauma, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse me, let's check the curio cabinet. It's empty.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
Dude, look at his bicep vein. That shit is so blue. Is it the adamantium? Also, what wins? Adamantium or vibranium? Have they ever had Wolverine's claws strike Black Panther's
That
shield?
doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the
Vibranium wins?
Suppose we all could use a
Dude, if I was Wolverine, I'd be pissed. Why didn't they inject me full of vibranium?
Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it?
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice.
They didn't have it back then?
Definitely changed. His nasty
Well, like,
side guys.
update his firmware or something.
What are you reading, Nico?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book
Is
of
that
Thoth?
is that part of the Thrawn
Where did you find
collection?
a book
I
of
thought
such
those
rarity?
were non-canon now.
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was
Sorry. Perhaps the library is haunted.
Some
She loves my dark energy, dude.
dark.
Do not.
Some
Oh, no, she
legends
doesn't.
are real. You should know that since you.
Never mind. No, she doesn't. That sounds hopeful.
What?
There you go. I'll bring her back a little bit.
I'm.
Oh, she hates me, dude. It's not that. I tried light. I tried dark. I tried neutral. What the hell? Dude, she went into the conversation pre-tilted. I shouldn't be held responsible for that. The Art of War. I can finally go back to the book club. She frickin' hates me. La 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 la. I tried so hard. She tore my feelings till I had none and ripped it away. I just wanted Tony to like me. I needed to get my social links back up, even though my balance has changed slightly. Last time I tuned into this game was the Venom fight with Spider-Man. You have to be more specific. This is not a joke. I think we have fought Venom with Spider-Man 4 times for like 45 minutes each time. If you'll excuse me, I need to look at Captain America recently got a new Abby outfit called Gun Show. Honestly, straight up, we're going Cashmere Captain. No doubt about it. I'm not going book club with the army fatigues. Steve Rogers, private superlink message. Did you ever put the rods back? Yeah, I put the rods back in Agatha's altar. Your gift was very thoughtful, Hunter. I want to chat privately.
The mirror table. Our pulse on...
Sorry. I wanted to let you know it hasn't gone unnoticed. It can be our little secret.
Yeah.
I want to build up
They say a
Steve
good
Rogers'
soldier
social
should
link.
always trust his gut.
He's reached friendship level 1. What's his reward? Hangout rewards? That's compliment value increased? It's nothing. It's a cruel joke. Stop saying the top G has joined the Avengers.
What you were expecting, Hunter?
Okay, we can now upgrade the war room. It can have a strike terminal where we waterboard shield agents, but it's okay because they're the bad guys.
Come on, Blaze, show yourself.
Okay, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to compliment Blade.
Don't worry. That much big asshole energy.
Excuse me? I have no one to blame but myself. Moping doesn't suit you.
Self-pity?
No self.
Pretend Agatha is here, because she is here. But I can't let you know that. I'm calling a meeting.
Tonight.
Oh, here we go. A meeting for a meeting. Assistant to the regional manager. Hey, we're having a meeting. We govern by consensus here. We have 11,000 employees, and we need a plurality to all agree. Should we change our branding from cerulean blue to lovely chartreuse? I don't know. They're in an A/B blind test. They're indistinguishable from one another. But you know, let's spend like 25 hours figuring out if the colors align with our mission statement and our values for the brand. Watching Dan play golf, he could never step to you and switch sports. It's his first day. Cut him some slack. That being said, I don't know. It's just, you know, people are cut from different cloths. Let's put it that way. Chibley was playing Switch Sports golf. I was so excited to watch it. I joined his stream. He's not doing golf against people. He's doing a 18-hole speed run. But what that essentially means is that he doesn't try to aim any of his shots. He just shoots as fast as possible. Like, that's not golf. Like, it's... You're just swinging the stick at that point. Like, it's... Just play the... They already made the perfect golf game. All you gotta do is play the golf. Why do you care so much about how other people live their life? Because we're social animals. We evolved, you know, the relationships that we have with you know, other people in our life, both friends and strangers, you know, define our fulfillment, our entertainment, our self-worth, etc., etc. You know, maybe it shouldn't be that way, but it's kind of the way evolutionarily we're wired to an extent, I think. I'm quoting what you said yesterday. Okay. You put like an asterisk on it. I said a lot of shit yesterday. I talked for 5 hours straight. Is that the most... You could put that shit on like your yearbook quote? I don't understand. Why do you care so much about how the way that other people live their lives? Northern Lion. I said that's not even close to... Number one thing I said yesterday. I'm trying to think. I remember hitting the canvas instead of hitting the pole in golf. I did say kids should do some manual labor. Yeah. You should put that in your yearbook. I don't know why people keep saying child labor. Yeah, I mean, it is child labor, but that makes it sound bad. If you say manual labor, then it makes it sound like there's some nobility to it. I mean, if you're like... I'm not trying to be like the world's most extreme hater, but... If you're in chat right now and you're having like a real argument about whether or not child labor should exist, it might be time to take a step back and evaluate the environment in which you're having this discussion. I don't think anyone... you correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think anybody here is really advocating that 5-year-old kids should work in asbestos mines. That was mostly just... that was just a humorous little... just a dalliance yesterday. Let's put it that way. They should. I don't want to do it. Well, better them than me, but still, I don't think they should have to. We should have, like, robots or something. I don't even think adults should have to work. Okay, well then, you know. See, a lot of people in chat are telling jokes. You're right, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so kids aren't supposed to work. But then everybody fucking loves the boss baby. Can you make it make at least a little bit of sense? And then, I mean, I'd rather just kill this last altar so it doesn't become, oh, there's one more, but whatever. We've got a limited amount of options.
And I thought man thing was ugly.
You just, it was a rock. In fact, it's a beautiful rock. In his defense, sometimes rocks are ugly. What are you talking about? Only ugly rock is man-made. It's called Mt Rushmore. It's South Dakota's biggest tourist attraction. Now, Ghost Rider, if you could be so kind as to perform a murder here.
An eternity of suffering awaits.
Relentless plus 85 damage. So you're done. Why is every character cheeked up? That's just Firaxis. Listen, they know what they're doing.
Hello, my. Whenever.
Sure. Okay. Here, oh my god. Hold on, while we're
I
here.
thought there'd be drinks.
Compliment?
I brought
No.
salt poppers,
I'm not.
if you want some.
I'm talking straight to the caretaker. That's just overwhelming.
Everyone's here.
It's like looking at your phone and realizing like you got 7 new texts. You're like, uh-oh. Okay, just get on with it. By the way, let me look at my phone.
Thank you all for coming. Truthfully, I wasn't
0.
sure everyone
That's what I
would.
like to see.
And that's why we're meeting. The Hunter and I are working to stop Lilith and her master, Cathan. I'm not certain about the rest of you.
We're in this to the end.
Are you? I see petty rivals more concerned with scoring points off one another than stopping the mother of demons.
Do you?
Whoa there, if anyone isn't pulling their weight, it's the Midnight Suns.
And if anyone's doing their own thing, it's the Avengers.
And the ringleaders prove my point. But
I've been
speak
putting in
only
work,
for
man.
myself. So, I ask the Hunter, who is responsible for the dysfunctional state in which we find ourselves?
Lilith.
Every one of us bears responsibility for our failure.
Hey, I just got here.
Except for Logan.
I'm sorry. I'll try to do better.
And Parker. He is fine.
Oh, okay.
But the rest of us spend our time at odds. We have accomplished next to nothing since my return. Unless you count losing ground to my mother.
She will destroy everything you know.
I think they're trying their best. Like, there's no shame in losing when you're trying hard, at least.
To serve Lilith is to serve Cathan.
Pretty much everyone's been given their all.
The same direction.
Maybe
If
we're
you'd
just
rather
due for an
fight each other,
apocalypse. You know, you can't avert it every time.
Look, the Midnight Suns are unproven. I will grant that they have potential, but we can't trust an apocalyptic threat to the Halloween teens.
We're all in our 20s.
Could have fooled me.
See? The Avengers underestimate their allies. You think they'll do otherwise for the Mother of Demons? If they're in charge, we lose.
You're both right. The only one who can lead us to victory is the Hunter.
So true.
Huh.
That's our Steve.
What do you say, Hunter? Are you willing to lead us against your own mother?
Yes.
There is no better person for the task at hand.
Confidence is good for a leader. Arrogance? Not so much.
You think I'm arrogant?
I hope not. But either
We got
way,
bigger
I'm sure we'll
problems,
find
man.
out.
I mean, yeah, okay, he's
We're a
arrogant.
team,
Look at his shirt. Fair
Tell us
enough.
how you plan to lead us.
I will do whatever it takes, and so will you.
I will chase my mother to hell if I have to. The question is, will any of you? If you will not give everything you have,
They're
the
inspired.
rest of us do not need you.
Highly inspirational, boss, but let's get down to vibranium tax. We're all equal here, and it's obvious my team is first among equals. Look, there's no question these kids have heart. We can't do any of this without them.
That
But
being
this is our first
said,
apocalypse, and experience beats heart any day of the week.
dude, you
Boss,
see some gloss out
I
there?
need to know where we stand on this.
There's no special treatment for the Avengers.
I can guarantee nothing for the Avengers but the toughest battle they have ever encountered.
We try not to rank them. It's more of an above a certain threshold kind of thing.
Then I guarantee a life above the threshold until Lilith is back in hell.
We can get behind that.
We
Right,
must be
Tony?
gearing up for the third act, because
Sure.
they're basically just feeding us free
We are
social
all
points.
equals here. There is no first among us. We
First
do this
among
as
us?
one, or not
That
one.
implies the existence of a second among us.
Not to interrupt this feel-good moment, but what about us? It's no secret we were sidelined when Tony and the others showed up. Caretaker built our team to face this threat, but we've been pushed aside. I need to know that
Among Us 2 confirmed by the Hunter. Confirmed by Andrew Tate. Outside of the Cathedral Notre Dame. As long as you work with the others.
If the Midnight Suns can
none of us want that.
I do. We're the best.
Not helping.
I don't know, Nico. She's growing on me.
That's enough for tonight.
You didn't do anything. Okay, I think we're done here.
In the set. No.
Did she just say she drained me? I don't know, I went too fast.
What is that strange ripple in the air? It is
Sorry.
not quite wind.
I farted. Progress.
Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location.
The sunglasses, man. That's every time he doesn't come into focus, but all you see is the sunglasses. All I see is Joe Biden.
Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans.
Am I wrong?
Just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message.
They're so high
more
def.
like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working
Jarvis,
out.
show me this guy's
The
Joel.
problem is,
I gotta admit
I already
though,
have a team.
Bruce Banner got
While
kind of
I
a crispy
appreciate
shirt.
the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data.
You see the stitching on the
And then
collar?
kick your evil ass.
Let's look at Paul Allen's shirt.
You misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Let's look at Paul Allen's Joel. So stupid. The files are actually in the computer. Redraw to double resources and increase heroism cost by 2. Protect the Hydra server and hack all the terminals. Defeat enemies before they can damage the server. You must stop Elon before he unplugs the server that keeps Twitter functional in Australia and New Zealand. Be careful out there, everyone. I had 2 copies of Midnight Suns in my car and someone broke in and left me 4 more. How droll. Very humorous. Quite clever. I'm gonna mind break this large man.
I had hoped for a challenge.
How Joel is so dumb. It's so stupid. I like it, but it's stupid. Here we go again.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Oh, crap.
It's too beautiful, too painful for words.
Me when I see Avatar 2 in
I'll show you.
Dolby Atmos, D-Box, $75 a seat ticket.
Then you were right.
Oh, and Tony, this was the trap.
It's Diablo. Mommy, defeat the Dread Maiden. They will gain counter every time they're damaged. Plan your attacks carefully.
Is it me, or are these things just getting bigger and bigger? Look at the forehead on that thing.
Tony, you can't just comment on a woman's forehead.
Oh, I was getting to that. But I just can't pull my eyes away from that.
Also,
massive
Tony,
brain
you have no
I'm
HP. How
glad
did that
you're in
happen?
good spirits, but the Dread Maiden is no laughing matter.
How would you know when a Dread Maiden is no laughing matter? It's the first time we just had a tutorial. Obviously, it's the first time we've ever seen her. Captain America looks so small. He's like stomped me. He actually does. It looks like that image of T1 and the broadcaster from the League of Legends event. It's so good. I say this, and it's just to keep you honest. I know everyone's memeing. Wow, this game sucks. Never play this again. Uninstall this. I hate this. When you have a story game you like that comes out, and I don't play it because of this experience, remember who created that brackish environment, okay? It was you. It was not me. When Persona 6 comes out and you're like, oh, I miss when NL used to play story games. Well, then when NL played story games, you should have shown some pogs. Because you had your chance.
What are the qualifications to be a Hydra officer? I'd have guessed a warm body.
There we go. They might be sarcastic pogs. I'll take them either way. Oh, what are you, Captain America? You can't do that! You guys, you can't do that!
This was all you.
Excuse me? What did we just... That's so fucking bad. What did we just unlock for him? This is hilarious. Was it really? I thought it was a legendary outfit. Oh, it's unlocked for the hunter. Dude, I don't know. The legendaries have been kind of sick so far. Magneto was right. Listen. I don't think it's as bad, aka as good as Witchbreaker. But it's pretty bad. Please don't. But it's so, like, it's screen printed at Staples. Okay, we'll keep Witchbreaker. But I want you to know it was close. It's uphill, no backspin. Good quality two-piece right here. What the hell happened there? I didn't put a bend in my wrist, Shigeru Miyamoto. I didn't put a bend in my wrist. Nice par, Emil. Nice par. It's a tough hole. A little heavy. That was beautiful, though. Okay, first round, mixed bag, but I think we gained some ranking points. Still way better than Dan. What is wrong with people? He's played, like, for an hour and a half total. And he's like 39 years old or something. Just give him some time, man. That's the minimum amount of ranking points. Yeah, and you're better than him? Okay, I get no dopamine from that. Of course I'm better at him than something that he's basically never played and I've played for, like, I don't know, 20 times longer. Why be so rude? You know, this isn't like being the gifted kid in 5th grade. Like, they don't just hand you the worksheet and you're like, I know how to do this innately. You know, you gotta... The people who invest the most time in something get the best at it. I was that kid? Bro, it's Twitch. We were like, probably 75% of us were that kid. Myself included. Hardy Boy Sean. I don't recognize anybody, but I do. It's all A's and S's. But A25, lol. A25. I'll take that. 3.9. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? That would have been more impressive than any hole-in-one, let me put it that way. Rigged, rigged. It's still a pretty easy one to birdie. I mean, we're not winning. I apologize to the believers, but you should have known. But we might improve our position. We might get some more ranking points as a result. They're in first. I mean, okay, technically, if they bogey and I birdie, we might have a chance, but they, wow! They parred. And that's actually the most incredible chip I've ever seen in my life. Who said this lobby was ass, man? This is crazy. This lobby's out of control. I mean, even still, we got a birdie. We still only moved up into a tie for second. Good game. I mean, extremely good game to the competitors here. 3 power. Jonathan has just eagled the hole. Okay, Jonathan. I see you. No! No! It's okay. A birdie and a par. We just need 2 people to screw it up. Par. They're tied with us. That's not great necessarily. Birdie. Birdie. Son of a bitch. It's all right. Let these psychos play in a lobby with each other. Put me in a lobby with like some... Oh my God, they even sank that for birdie. Put me in a lobby with... Give me Joe. Give me VIP Daniel, man. This is out of control. Yeah, we're eliminated. Me and Shy Darling. I mean, that's just crazy. Didn't you get a hole-in-one yesterday? Haven't you typed that message 6 times? He got me. Answer my question? No, I won. You had an infinite amount of time in order to come up with an insult. I didn't get baited by it on the first attempt. You debased yourself by writing it 8 times in a row. An infinite number of retorts came to mind, all of them equally withering. I've defeated you. Type /timeout /me 6000, please. Yep. Correct. Sorry. Sensible golf. This is a lobby where you can actually like make a mistake. Feels good. What would you do if a bat was loose in your house? Lore Masters, Jarvis, pull up the story about the time we came back from the movie theater and there was a bat in my college house. I don't know how it happened. We went out to the movies. When we came home, just on the wall, there was a bat. and he was freaking out. He was going like... So we grabbed... at the time, I wasn't that worried about animal-borne illness, right? At the time, I simply said, give me your jacket. And then I grabbed the bat with the jacket and then threw the jacket outside. And then when the bat flew away, I gave my friend their jacket back. I woke up once with 2 bats flying around in my room. I freaked the fuck out. I would be scared as well, for sure. Use your own jacket, ass? I didn't wear one out to the movie because it was a nice summer night, okay? I was probably rocking a threadless t-shirt. Watch this.
Nice shot.
Even being in the rough is a blessing. Even heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Still would like some backspin, like a 2.5 backspin. Sure. Okay, apparently I curved my wrist. My mistake. I'd like to apologize to all the believers for it. Apparently I have a natural curve in my wrist. It's okay, we stay goated.
Nice approach.
I'm going to become the Joker. I've recently heard of this new thing called going Joker. It's a tough green. It's a tough green. Stephen King Goblin mode. I learned the new phrase today. Going Joker. I intend to use it at every opportunity. Reply. It's actually goblin time. Example given. It's goblin time. I can't wait for my day off. Me on my day off, laying on the couch. So true. So very true. This is a par. It's an unmakeable shot here. Are you fucking kidding me? It was an incredible putt. How dare you? How dare you? Holy cow, dude. The lobbies are getting insane, too. NL, do cruise ships feel cramped? Only when you have to, like, pass somebody in a hallway. Otherwise, they just feel like being in a hotel. Do you own multiple New Balance shirts, or do you just let it get super dirty before you wash it again? There's a third option that normal people would probably default to. No disrespect. I wear it one time, and then I wash it and dry it and fold it and put it away in a chest of drawers. You don't necessarily have to do that with your t-shirts. That's up to you. But I would recommend that you do it with your socks, maybe, and your underwear for sure. I like my house to be a little tidy. I get it. You're much busier than I am. You got a lot of things on the go. This is going to be the season you finally reach legend in Hearthstone. Me, on the other hand, I got a lot of free time. Desk audit? Listen, 2 bubbly cans from today's stream. But can I tell you something? There's a lesson about desk audits that I have for you, okay? First, let me nail this shot. And here's my lesson about desk audits. I thought it's possible my wife might desk audit me today because she has desk audited me with increasing regularity. That's way too hot. So I had a plate from a midnight snack last night, and I had a plate from breakfast this morning. So you know what I did? I took them off of my desk where they wouldn't have bothered her at all. Out of sight, out of mind. And I put them in the sink where they're going to bother both of us. Because now, in order to fill up the hot water heater, we got to move a bunch of dirty fucking dishes out of the way. So you show me the incentives and I'll show you the behavior. You're going to desk audit me? Okay, now the dirty dishes are going into the sink where they're going to inconvenience both of us. Just wash it when you're at the sink? No, it was like 8:57. There's like no winning. If I watched it then, I would have been live at like 9:05, and then a bunch of people who've been sitting here for 22 minutes would have been like, late again. What's your excuse? You work from home. And then what would have started as a joke would have actually generated some animosity, because I would have said like, yeah, sometimes I'm late, I have a kid. And they would have been like, yeah, well, if I'm late for my job, I would be fired. And then I would say, well, that's why you should be your own boss, dummy. And then they say, well, not everybody's born into the same circumstances. So, and then your joke would have caused an argument, okay? So why don't you just let me do it, because it's working out. Opinions on the Transformer that blew up in my area last night? Chip, was it Optimus Prime? He's my favorite. I know we've been down this road several times before. Oh, no. We've also been eliminated several times before. We got one more chance. Is there a more overused bumper sticker, at least in my neck of the woods, than the Decepticons bumper sticker logo? I feel like 1 in 50 cars has a Decepticon on the back of it. Bro, like, why do you love Transformers that much? It's been ass for like 30 years. You know that, right? Like, with no disrespect. Stick figure family. Okay, I mean, those are kind of annoying as well. I'll give you that. Baby on board. Here's the thing. People think baby on board is a stupid sticker because, like, you don't try to hit anybody's car to begin with. Well, you're normal, for one. But also, secondarily, it's not... The baby on board sticker, I don't see it as, like, please don't hit my car. I see it more as, like, please don't be mad at me for driving perhaps less quickly than you would like to drive. Because I don't want to kill my infant. That's basically the way I look at it. Also, it lets everybody else on the road know that I've had intercourse. That is true. The stick figure family, though, for sure, I'm like... Especially when it has, like, a hobby or something on it. Like, you know, like the dad has a mustache or something like that. And then the mom has, like, a Minnie Mouse ears. And then, like, one of the kids has a soccer ball. And, like, another kid has, like, a chessboard or something like that. And you're like, I don't need to know this much about you, you know. If anything, I would love it if you put that sticker, like, on your front windshield. Because then when you're tailgating me, like, an inch behind me going 120 kilometers an hour on Highway 99, I could be like, look at this psycho. They're trying to kill me on the road. They must hate their whole family. Just in general, maybe this... I think this is going to be a popular take, but the people it's not popular with are going to feel targeted. I hate all bumper stickers. The ones I hate the least are the ones that it's like, check out all the places I've been in this car. And then I'm like, I wouldn't do it, but sure. It's like your car becomes like a living scrapbook. You're like, check it out. I've been to Monument Valley. I've been to Joshua Tree. I've been to Whistler. I've been to the Yukon. Like, okay, that's fine. But ones that are like, here's my belief system, I'm like, who asked? I'm literally just going to the grocery store. Like the coexist bumper sticker, I'm like, I don't know if you are laboring under the psychotic delusion that people without a coexist bumper sticker hate other people. I don't. The coexist is implicit. The burden should be on the haters to put a bumper sticker that's like, fuck you. And many of them choose to do that for whatever reason. I'm not going to speculate on what it could be. I just wish that mental health care was also included in the Canadian medical system, at least the public aspect of it. But regardless, are truck nuts like corn nuts? Yes, in the sense that they're both bad for your teeth. But I've never seen a bumper sticker and been like, I love this car. And this is, I mean, too many people are on my side right now. So allow me to bring it back the other way. I've also never seen a car wrap that doesn't look like pure garbage. When we were when we were driving back from Washington State, no word of a lie, we were behind a car. It was like, their car was anime wrapped with a character from a Hunter x Hunter. And then Kate said there was one other anime character on the other side, but I didn't recognize them. Without being like an extreme hater, what is wrong with you? like why? I just don't get it. Like, I would think it's like equally cringy to me as if someone like painted Aerosmith on the side of their van or something like that. Like, it's not like one is better than the other. It's like, bro, you like a manga, like, come on, tell me something more about you or something like that. Don't just be like, this is the media I love to consume. Why don't you put like your Myers-Briggs personality type wrapped in vinyl on the outside of your car? Then I would be like, of course this guy drives like shit. He's an INTJ. Probably busy worrying about like a phone call he has to make later that day. That was not even in the same stadium as where it needed to be. That's it. What do you, dude? I'm probably an INTJ too. I'm definitely J. That's not even like a contest. And then I is like not introspective. Introverted? I am an introvert. What's N? Neurotic? Yeah, okay, probably. And wait, T is the only one that's possibly in question. It's intuitive? T is thinking, P is perceiving. What the hell? No, I'm introverted. Not in the sense that like I can't talk to people. Like I think that's the conflation. I'm okay at talking to people. I would just prefer to be alone. 33 miles an hour. I mean, 33 miles an hour. It's not downhill. I think you can go full send with backspin. But I wouldn't say no to a 3.9.
Nice shot.
In 33 mile an hour wind, we take those. Oh! It's just astrology for business bros. Dude, wait until you hear about the discount cash flow model. You want to talk about astrology for econ? Bro, it's so simple. It's a formula. It's a spreadsheet. You just plug numbers into it and it tells you a price target. Hey, what's this thing down here? Oh, that's the discount value. Oh, what's the discount value? You just basically pick a number that you think like your money's worth to you, and then it's just kind of we'll lead us to kings. We'll freaking lead us to kings. Okay, that's probably a little bit oversimplified. I'm sure that the discount value changes. Like the discount rate is probably like, in some sense, it's like how much is your money worth to you, but also at the same time, you know, with the Fed funds rate being higher now and the risk-free rate being higher. Listen.
Nice on.
Anyone else going to the gym for the first time in a while? Dude, I gotta tell you, first off, the Peloton rides were packed today. I'm glad I showed up early. Secondly, I was getting high fives out my whatever, dude. People were giving me, I was in a cool down ride, just padding my stats. People were giving me high fives. I was like, ladies. This is literally nothing. We're going like 120 watts, just trying to, burn off some of the lactic acid we built up during the Samyo 45-minute 80s ride. I get that you're pellowing for wine right now, but let's save the high fives for something that's actually complicated. Can you give me a meal plan and a workout plan? Chibli, I lost like 6 or 7 pounds in December. Here's my advice to you. You don't need a workout plan or a meal plan. You just need to buy like a shitload of apples from the grocery store. And then like anytime you're like, oh, I should eat like some chips, just eat an apple instead. I don't know if it's sustainable, but for like 1 month, it served me pretty well. And don't make it so complicated, Apples are full of sugar. Okay, what I meant to say is go on keto, suffer for 1 month, and eventually like relapse and eat a whole family-sized bag of dill pickled chips, but still for some reason evangelize keto in every online space. Just eat less. Bro, I don't think that's sustainable either. I honestly think I don't think it's necessarily like baked into your psyche. Hold on, give me a second. I am a nutritionist. Do get it twisted.
Nice shot.
Recovered? Oh, that's fucking terrible. What is sustainable? Okay, listen, you didn't let me build my point, which I'm still deciding whether or not it's a joke. He's the best to ever do it. Let me put it this way. When did I first start caring about, my eating habits? Probably when I was like 12, and I was like, hey, I think I'm like a little fat. By that point, I had already built such bad habits. 12 years of eating whatever food my parents served me, my grandparents, they're operating under ancient delusions that like fruit juice is good for you, and like fruit juice that's literally just, sugar plus ascorbic acid in a can, etc., etc. Eating like half a box of wheat thins every night. But by that point, that stuff is already baked into my brain. Like my ideal meal is essentially like, as an adult, I would be like, honestly, I'd like to have like an appetizer salad, and then maybe like a small portion of meat, and then like maybe an espresso for dessert. That's what would make me feel good. But if I'm choosing it myself, I would be like, how about I eat slices of pepperoni pizza until I say when, right? So for me, I think what has been helpful is not operating on the assumption that, and maybe this is the best thing for you. I'm just giving you one man's anecdotal advice. Anecdotal experience, I should even say. It's not advice. Rather than be like, I'm just going to fight a battle in my mind every day and never snack again. I've accepted, I've let go of the rope, and I've allowed myself to fall into the oblivion of accepting that I like to eat a lot of food, and then just making sure that the food I eat is good for you instead. Because like, you're going to lose the battle sometime. If you're like, I'm just not going to snack, in like 3 weeks, you're probably going to be like, you're going to break down once. And once you break down once, you're more likely to break down. Maybe you stick with it forever. I don't know. I think it's naive to be like, I'm just not going to snack. At least for me. But then some people grow up eating like one meal a day. And then when they get older, they're like, I want to gain weight. But it just feels like not normal to be eating like 3 meals a day. I think it's hard to fight those baked in habits. You got to like work within the bounds of your own psyche. You should not be giving advice on this? Okay, then stop asking. Duh. What do you think a nutritionist is going to tell you? You got two options. A nutritionist is going to be like, here's a healthy meal plan. Hey, I'm not sure if you've heard of this, but eat less food and make it better for you. Here's a list of food that's good for you. It's almost all vegetables, most fruits, and then like 2 other things, okay? Or you're going to get a crazy one who is like, oh yeah, it's probably because your chakras aren't aligned. Listen, all of this is with the caveat that I'm just like a normal guy. Ooh. If you've got, like a gluten intolerance, or like you think that lettuce tastes icky or something like that, you might have to talk to a professional. But I'm just literally like the dude that spawns in before you create your character. Like when the NPC says, "Now take a look at yourself. Notice anything different?" Like I'm the guy before you change anything. Which I think makes me uniquely qualified to give advice. It's the steaks you eat that are gonna kill you. It's the Cuban cigars you smoke that are gonna kill you. Your opinion is biased because a pound of chicken breast costs $10 in Canada? I actually have no idea. Here's how fucked up food prices are in Canada. I have no idea if $10 for a pound of chicken breast is a lot or a little. I'm gonna guess that it's a lot because every time I go into like Target, every price is like 40% lower than I'm used to. I guess, wait, that doesn't make any, because the American dollar is like 35% stronger than, anyway, listen, I picked a bad number, but it's true. How many chicken breasts? Well, I can't even ask you, because if you're from the US, I've seen your chicken breasts. A Canadian chicken breast is like it's just like, you know, it could fit in the palm of your hand. An American chicken breast is like 4 inches tall and cylindrical for some reason. But in Europe, I bet it's different. In parts of Europe, I bet it's different. How would you ask for a raise right now without mentioning inflation? Do you work for the White House? Does your boss think inflation doesn't exist? I don't even know what that joke's supposed to mean, to be honest with you. But you can always clown on those bozos in D.C., right? +2. Did you get a raise that exceeded expectations this year? No, in fact, in June, I think I get like, I don't know, like a 25% pay cut or something like that. But that's okay with me. I've been kind of phoning it in for a while regardless. Can't really be mad at my boss for giving me an honest performance evaluation. I respect it. Real recognizes real. Jeffy B. When are you guys going to learn? Jeff Bezos is retired as the CEO of Amazon. He's still on the board. Andy Jassy is the CEO of Amazon. A lot of people don't respect Andy Jassy because Amazon's down 57% year over year. I was going to say year to date, then I realized year to date's only been 2 days in the market. 1 day is not even. But anyway, the point is, you might wish that Andy Jassy was running it when Amazon board of directors push out Andy Jassy and then Jeff Bezos comes back and rules with an iron fist. That's compared to their psycho year. Compared to 2019, they're probably plus 40%. Well, you compare it to when you bought that shit. You buy a can of Coke for 75 cents, you might be pleased, but you don't go, hey, you know, it was 5 cents in the 1930s. I don't live in the 1930s. What is this nightmare that I'm living in? That's bad. Is that the rustle of trees or the mic gain? That is what's known as a vacuum cleaner. After you finish washing your shirt, I should say, after every wear, at least a cotton t-shirt, you may want to pick up something called a vacuum cleaner. It sucks up dust, dirt, and other dry messes that will fall on the ground. I know the next logical question is, what about wet messes? Let's worry about that after we finish the introductory lecture here. Do you have a Roomba? We did once, and I don't know what happened to our Roomba, but I also don't care because it sucked. And I know that's like a pun, but actually I just think, at least at the time, it was not a good product. Beautiful. I still think we're possibly going to get eliminated, but anyway. My main problem with the Roomba is that, like, if you work from home but you have a job where you don't need to use your microphone that much, it's totally fine. But if you have a job where you need to use your microphone, you'll very quickly realize that instead of 2 hours of hearing tung 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 tung, you would rather just do it in, like, 30 minutes yourself. Also, we have stairs, so I think the Roomba would kill itself. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The miracle? Ooh! Nobody's eliminated. You ever see the video of Asimo trying to walk down the stairs at that tech convention, and then his leg snaps in half and he falls over? Stupid ass robot! Oops. That's karma for talking that mess about the robot? Okay, well then this is karma for me reading your comment. Come on. Hey, what's... Nobody gets me. Nobody gets me in my own chat. And when in doubt, we go 3.8 backspin. It's the best shot in the game. Still a good approach. Could be better, apparently. But he did the exact same shit. You think you copy me, you stream sniper? Well, we did what we could. We don't control our own destiny anymore. Zach has sunk it, which means Zach will win, but that was still a pretty good performance, honestly. We might pass Hank. And if we pass Hank, we'll get more ranking points. We're trying to get to S rank. I'll take what I can get. Zach got par? Zach got par? Are you sure? No, he got birdie. You baited me, you bait lord. Really just go in. You get your jollies, getting the old man's hopes up and then taking them up. He got par! I am the best! Oh, baby. I didn't think it could happen. With a bogey, no less. Ooh, I think we're up on the day, at least. We can do a movie to movie real quick before I hand the stream reins off to my wife. And we'll keep this music going in the background. It's just nice. Okay, Wonder Woman 84 to Shrek. So you always got to think about where you're getting off here. To me, the most obvious way here, without thinking about it too much, is probably that Gal Gadot was in the ensemble film with Kenneth Branagh, Murder on the Parisian Train, which also starred every other actor in Hollywood history. But then I got to think, there's also Chris Pine. Chris Pine might have done a romantic comedy with Cameron Diaz at some point. Ooh, thank you.
I need you to buy the mandu pig.
Okay.
You think you can do that?
We'll figure it out. Thank you for the lunch. It's always it's a question about me going to the Asian grocery store all by myself. Because it's very easy for me to buy the wrong product when I don't speak the language. Anyway, bring me back here. Chris Pine might have been in a romantic comedy with Cameron Diaz. I could see that. Mike Myers obviously is in Austin Powers with Heather Graham, who was in Bowfinger with Eddie Murphy, who's in Shrek with Mike Myers. But now we've just gone from Shrek to Shrek. I'm trying to find my entry point here, okay? It seems, I'm trying to think, Eddie Murphy has largely been in movies with himself. But He was in the Dolomite Is My Name movie that came out a couple of years ago. I don't know who else was in that. He's in Dreamgirls. He was in The Adventures of Pluto Nash with Rosario Dawson. Listen, I gotta be honest with you. I think we're going. We'll figure it out on the fly. There might be an easier one, but like I don't know, you know, most of the cast. Pedro Pascal, obviously, I know. Wait a minute, hold on. There's something here. Pedro Pascal, the unbearable weight of massive talent. Nicolas Cage. Do you tell me Nicolas Cage and Eddie Murphy have never been in a movie together? Kristen Wiig, Downsizing, Matt Damon, Cameron Diaz, Shrek. I don't know how you get from Matt Damon to Cameron Diaz, but I believe that it's very doable. Kristen Wiig. Where did I say I was going to start with this one? I forgot. Oh, Downsizing. Right. To Matt Damon, to a movie that he was in with Cameron Diaz. Or Mike Myers or Eddie Murphy. Wait, maybe Deadpool 2 can get you there. This is Julianne Moore. This is Jessica Chastain. This is Anne Hathaway. It's George Clooney. This is Jodie Foster. We bought his. Who are you? Jessica Biel? Jessica Biel. Presumably. That's not Jessica Biel, that's Scarlett Johansson. I'm lost. Scarlett Johansson. Sing 2, which must feature a star-studded speaking cast. I would say that's definitely true. It's got everybody. Except Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, and Eddie Murphy. But that's okay. We can get there. Via Tropic Thunder. Matthew McConaughey, Tropic Thunder. Ben Stiller and Eddie Murphy were both in a movie together. Is it Tower Heist? It is Tower Heist. That takes you to Shrek. Okay. Shrek 1. Shrek. Shrek the first? Shrek? Are we looking for Shrek? Where are we going? We're trying to get to Shrek. Okay. He's done it. Total Distance 6. It took us a while. Gal Gadot is just, she's in night and day? I've never seen that because I don't watch Cameron Diaz movies with Tom Cruise except for Vanilla Sky, which I have a soft spot for whatever reason. It's pretty bad. I heard that. That was before Tom Cruise said he was only going to do good movies. Can you get to Shrek from Pistachio Disguise? Excuse me. That's the easiest thing in the world. Master of Disguise, Dana Carvey. Wayne's World, Mike Myers, Shrek. Dana Carvey. Kristen Wiig, Anchorman. Will Ferrell, Austin Powers. But then Austin Powers to Shrek. I see. But who does... This is not necessarily the rules of the game. But I feel like it's... Like, if you don't know who the actor or actress played in the movie, that shouldn't count. Who is Kristen Wiig in Anchorman? Does she play Fred Willard's assistant? Come on, man. Okay, hold on. We're going from... Someone said, can you go from Meet the Spartans to 300? She's Brick's love interest in Anchorman 2. Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay. From Meet the Spartans to 300. Okay. Well, first we need to get from somebody in Meet the Spartans to actual Hollywood actors and actresses. So this is Borat's manager. Method Man is in Garden State. Ike Barinholtz has been in a lot of stuff. Tiffany Haddish has been in a lot of stuff. Diedrich Bader, of course, was in Napoleon Dynamite. Kevin Sorbo's been in a lot of good stuff recently. I think we're going Ike Barinholtz. And now we got to get essentially to Gerard Butler or to Michael Fassbender. or Connie Nielsen, I think. Easiest one, you could probably get yourself to Gerard Butler. I think I'm going to scroll down. I don't think this is too easy to use that. And I'm thinking, just work with me here. Bright, Will Smith. And then give me a second, okay? Find the part of his career where he was making good stuff. No, not here. Anchorman, sure. You could probably make it work. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to get to Gerard Butler or Michael Fassbender. Oh, take me back! Take me back one! Take me back to this. In Bright, Noomi Rapace, who is also in Prometheus with Michael Fassbender, who's in 300. Hey! And who does Noomi Rapace play in Bright? A woman, for your information. You should try today's actoral. Actoral? Actoral. Okay, I've never seen this website before. Is there a dark mode? Because I know chat's gonna yell at me. Hold on, flashbang out. Find the actor of the day who starred in all of these movies. Okay, let's see. They were in a movie that's probably Cats from 2019 that is insanely bad. And then a lot of otherwise middling movies. Could this be Jame Judi Dench? Could this be The Chronicles of Riddick? Somewhere in here? I'm going to say that this is Judi Dench. Wrong. She's 88 years old. Okay, so what? But she is in Dougal. Top right, we'll put it in the dark mode. Okay, okay. Saved. Oh, that actually did feel like it relieved some stress. Where's the best movie? 2003. I feel like this is a Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. So it's a Lord of the Rings actor who's also in Cats, which I just simply don't know the answer, but they must be British, unless it's Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler was in Armageddon in like 1998. That's not in here, so let's say not Liv Tyler. I doubt it's going to be Elijah Wood. He would be Deep Impact like 1998. Sean Astin has been around for a bit. Maybe The Goonies is in here. Is Rudy in here? Rudy? I don't see Rudy. They were in X-Men in 2000. They were in X-Men and Lord of the Rings. That feels like it should be so obvious. Unless this is not the... No, it's got to be Lord of the Rings. It's got an 8.8. They were in all of the... They were... No, that's... Okay. They were in X-Men and all the Lord of the Rings movies. This should be so obvious, and yet it escapes me because it's Ian McKellen. Okay. I was like, Hugh Jackman. Where was Hugh Jackman in Lord of the Rings? Didn't you BM dark mode on Dan's stream today? Excuse me. I didn't BM dark mode. I BM'd people who can't focus on anything if dark mode isn't on. I said, MFs will really say, OMG, use dark mode rather than developing a real personality. Also, listen, I'm just here trying to entertain you. Okay? Sometimes I will lie in order to make that happen. The ends justify the means. So if you're like, oh, but that is like dishonest, it's incongruent with the statement you made earlier. Yeah. I lied to make you laugh 2 times, okay? If I told the truth, you probably wouldn't have laughed at all. You think stand-up comedians get up on stage and then talk about shit that actually happened? They would be like, I flew into my hotel room last night and went to sleep. I was walking down the street the other day and I arrived at my destination without incident. Be the last time you ever go see a Sebastian Maniscalco show, let me tell you that. I like that you said, please delete, I can't. But because you typed I can't, it looks like please delete, and then you can't stop laughing. Past games. Okay, let's do yesterday's as well. Please delete. Okay, here it is. Zoom in, please. I can't. They've been in a lot of pretty good movies. Careers started in 2007 with The Mist, my favorite action comedy. Comedy, drama, romance. I don't know why I'm feeling this could be Jennifer Lawrence. Burger in the Ketchup Sauce from 2017. No. This is the Kenneth Branagh film. I'm from 2007. Could one of these be Wonder Woman? I know this is Murder on the French Train for sure. Who was in that movie? Josh fucking Gad. Start me with a Josh Gad. It's not Josh Gad. They are older than Josh Gad, okay? I thought for sure it was Josh Gad, man. 2018, this is The Revenant. My favorite comedy. A drama from 2020. This is Lil Women. It's not Little Women, it's Lil Women. This one should be easy. She's Bonky. It's a science fiction family animated comedy. It's a 2022 animated adventure comedy fantasy film from last year. Marcel with the shell on his back. I have to think of a but Johnny Depp is not, he's older than 41, but he didn't start his career in 2007. I'm looking for an old person who started their career late. What the hell? What am I supposed to do about that? Or does it not take their whole filmography? Maybe it just takes the most noteworthy ones? In which case, or just the last 20 or something like that. It's the actor's top 30 movies listed based on inflated box office data. Inflation-adjusted box office data. Biggest movie of 2007, Transformers. Or is this the biggest one right here? 2007. They had a big year in 2007. Let me put it that way. I do not think this is Johnny Depp. Had a big year in 2011. Had a big year in 2012 and 2013. A lot of comedies. A lot of romance. A historical. Who's been in this many comedies, man? I mean, I gotta throw out Will Ferrell. They are between Will Ferrell's age and Josh Gad's age. Okay? Otherwise, we got no information. I have no idea. Could not tell you. I have absolutely no guess. Red means you're more than 10 years off. So they're like 44. Simon Pegg? Simon Pegg. Wrong. But he is in Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz is in this. Hot Fuzz. The other guy. What's the other guy's name? Carl Urban. No, you know who I'm talking about. What's the other guy's name? Nick Frost. This is impossible. This can't be done. It's undoable. Who else is in Hot Fuzz, man? A lot of old people. Oh, Olivia Colman. Oh! Woo! He's cracked? He's cracked. Okay, I'm going to send you over to my wife's stream. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Later. No wonder her highest box office was so low. Like Prozac, the Canadian cartoon band, said, I'm gonna sleep with myself tonight. No one else can harm me. You guys ever listen to Prozac when they went through their weird abstinence era? Although I'm really quite fond of you, my best intentions never turn out right. I'm gonna sleep with your dad tonight. Sorry.